Virgo, this is your individual reading for the next 6 months. I did the collective for Earth signs on Sunday. So let's go ahead and get your bonus cards out. There we go. Love the tea leaf. That over here by Pizza Planet. Boop. Okay. I love that guy. I only found that car one time. So rare to see that. Had that for quite a while now. Okay, let's get one of these. Wha-bam. All right, let's see what's coming towards. Come back here. All right, you're coming with me over here. Get in here. All right, let's see what's coming towards Virgo in the next 6 months. Virgo in the next 6 months. Virgo in the next 6 months. I usually just say it in my head, but let's just say it out loud. All right. We have, new moon in Aquarius. Bring love into the situation. Taurus had a new moon energy as well. New moons. That gives me an ace feeling. That would be an ace of cups. So we'll see if some kind of ace comes out for you in this reading. Ooh, 6. Contract. Okay. This could be actual real contracts coming into your life. It could be a soul contract. All right. That gives me a Libra energy, of course. Justice feel, maybe. All right. Let's see what your chakra oracle has to say for Virgo. That one almost popped out. Let's see. Here we go. Here we go. And bam. Family. Okay. Family. So bringing love into the situation. Family. This could be, a soul contract you have with your family that you're dealing with. Something you're supposed to learn. All right. Let's see what's going on. We're not doing past or anything. This is just future energy. So next 6 months for Virgo. What's going on? Next 6 months for Virgo. Ooh. All right. I can grab it. Look at that. We have some Leo energy here. 6 of Wands. Victory. So that looks good. That one wants to be on top, so let's take it. Page of Swords. That's some air energy. That has Libra in it. And the Fool. That's some Aquarius energy. Look at that. Boom, boom. All right, let's see. This one popped out immediately. You saw that, right? So Ace of Swords, that's an ace. That is a new beginning. We have the 3 of Wands. Cards are just jumping out everywhere. And, 2 of Swords. Okay. We have, look at this, 2 cards of victory right here, right out of the gate. We have the 6 of Wands, victory. We have the Ace of Wands, victory. But also clarity, knowledge. This is, to me, it's like an antenna connected to your higher self, your higher wisdom, because this is a card of wisdom, knowledge, new beginnings. Yep. And then we have the 6 of Wands. Hello. Accolades, recognition, promotions, raises, some kind of victory here. It might be that you're seeing things clearly too, and that is a victory, to be able to have this just, head not in the clouds, very clear wisdom coming in. This could be a victory in some type of court case. It could be a victory in some type of contract, a soul contract, perhaps. But this is a solid win here. So this would be a yes to something, right? We also have Page of Swords and the 3 of Wands. So the pages do represent communications, messages, curiosity, newness. There is something that you spoke either to the universe or to someone else. This could be, this is new. So this could be, a new contract. This could be sending your resume out, communication of some kind. You put something out there into the aether, right? And now you're waiting for a response. This is waiting for those ships to come in. You're ready to move on this, is what I'm feeling with this luggage here. You're ready to act on this. You're ready for, oops, sorry. Hit my camera. You're ready for things to start moving because she's got this little airship, this hot air balloon behind her. So there's a sense of readiness here. She's ready to take off. She's ready to go. She's ready to move on something that you put out there. So maybe you're waiting for this contract, this offer to come in where you will say yes, something like that. We're seeing that. Oddly enough, though, we have the Fool here, which the Fool is ready to just dive right in. The Fool is ready to go. We have an energy here of let's go, let's go, let's go, right? There's some indecision, though. Why? Is this going to take you away from your family? This opportunity? It might. You might have to choose one or the other in a way. If this is making you take a move and it's taking you away from your family, it's not forever, and so this would say that look before you leap is what this is saying. Just make sure. But this is also saying that there's more to this than what meets the eye. There's a lot more that you're not seeing here. It's saying trust your intuition to turn around, and see the big picture of what's happening here instead of being focused on just some of this minutia that is right in front of you. Because right now she's a bit distracted by what she can see right here in front of her. If she was turned around, oh my gosh, the whole world is back there. So I think this is asking you to look at not the immediate effects of this decision, but how it's going to play out long term. That's what I'm feeling here, because this could be really good for your family. There might be some separation here, not bad separation, but this might be calling on you to go somewhere for a little bit, is what I'm feeling. Perhaps, we have a lot of air here, so it could be perhaps to go learn something, do some training, something like that. All right. But I think this is something you wanted. You put yourself out there. We have too many cards popping out, so let's just a little bit at a time here. All right, Virgo, next 6 months. Virgo. More card luck. Well, this is just 2. All right. Clarity again. We're going to take it. This is the Sun. Leo energy. Let's see. We'll either keep this one with this one or we'll move it over. It just depends on how I feel about the energy. We're going to put it here. That's that leaving. That's that worry. Okay. You're going to have clarity here. This is really a good stuff's reading because we have the Sun. So I don't think there's anything really and truly to worry about. But I'll tell you how I feel about that card in just a minute. Let's get the crossing energy. Yep, 8 of Wands. I'm not surprised to see that. Okay. Oh, look at that. 3 of Pentacles. Yeah. Okay, let's see what's crossing this one. Oh, yep. Oh, yeah. Okay, so yep, this is coming out exactly the way it's meant to. I feel like this is something you were meant to do. That's part of that contract. This is what you signed up for this life journey. I do feel like it's part of what's playing out here. The Sun. This is you ultimately following your happiness. This is a lot of clarity, once again, because the Sun shines a light in all the dark places. And so there's a lot of happiness and clarity. That's all I can really say about this. Um, so the Three of Pentacles is crossing here. This is some type of teamwork, being around others that are either, I get a school feeling here, or a learning type situation where you're learning how to do something. You might be getting graded, evaluated. This could be an internship, or you're just you're finally putting yourself out there. You're putting your work on display, whatever it is you do. You're opening yourself to criticism, basically. And it'll be whatever it is. But I think you're following your happiness here with this, being very creative at this time. So you're working on something that you're sharing and showing to other people. And I think it's making you very happy. Yet at the same time, this was really hard for you to do, because I do feel like you had to leave your sanctuary. You had to leave home, is what I'm feeling with this particular Five of Pentacles. You had to venture out into the world all on your own. A world that is unforgiving, a world that can be cold, a world that really probably doesn't care that much about you or your aspirations. And there's vulnerability here, putting yourself out there, taking a risk. The five is kind of risky business. But, oh my gosh, this is going to toughen you up going out on your own. We have the Leo card, this inner strength, just being really fierce. It's facing these challenges. This Five of Pentacles I really like. She's weathering this storm. She's going out. I don't want to say really making a run for it, but she's like, I've got to go. It's time for me to go. To leave this sanctuary behind and go. She's got to go do this, being drawn towards it. And I think you had to have a lot of inner strength to do this, to leave this, comfortable, warm space. But there was no more growth in there for you. That's what I feel like with those two cards. And wow, look at this. Communication, speed, momentum, focus. The Eight of Wands is Sagittarius energy, but it's also Mercurial energy. We see in this one it's greatly depicted because Mercury is a messenger to the gods, right? And so she's a little mail lady with her little mail bag. So lots of messages. You're keeping in contact with your family here. I think they're supporting you, which is helping to fuel that fire, that passion, that desire within you to do whatever it is you're doing here, Virgo. You're going for it. I do think your family is supportive of you. But I think because they support you, because they love you, it's hard for you to leave that comfort, right? But things are going to be speeding up for sure. Things are going to happen faster, probably easier with that sun energy. It's just taking that first step is sometimes the hardest. All right, let's see what else is coming towards Virgo. Oh, Nine of Swords. Oh, it feels homesick, to be honest with you. It's weird, but that's what I'm feeling. Did I make the right decision? All right, let's see what else we got. Eight of Cups. Nine of Cups. Wow. 9, 8, 9. Look at that. Let me move this down just a little bit. Wow. So I do think you overcome that Nine of Swords. Oh, look at that. That says bring love into the situation. You do. You got the King of Cups on that Nine of Swords. Five of Wands. There's a little bit of turbulence here. And the Three of Cups. But I think it's all going to turn out fine. I really do. So it says bring love in this situation. I think you do. So this could happen a couple of ways here. The King of Cups is a Scorpio energy. This could be someone in your family reassuring you, really showing a lot of care and love and compassion and understanding and supporting you. Now, this is either coming from a person or it's coming from you. And that's the Nine of Swords. It says, this is something that's keeping you awake at night. It's that nightmare card. It's, disaster radio playing in your head. But you have the strength to get past that. This could be that, you might be worried about your home or your family or something like that, or worried that you made a mistake. And, it's just all those things. But this is saying that you have, because you're in your bed. This is just that mental prison kind of thing. Your comfort is you. Your comfort is your ability to soothe yourself. If you need a counselor, reach out for it if you need something like that. But this can also come from inside. You see these pearls on his robes here. Those are pearls of wisdom. He's taken all of these things, he or she, doesn't matter, all of these negative interjects and stuff like that, and has learned the value and the lesson in things, and has coated all those irritations with this material. And now it's a pearl. It's a pearl of wisdom. So I do see you either getting assistance from a family member, a friend, a therapist, a guide, but you are loving yourself, because that's what you need. You got to love yourself. So we see that. Now, not everybody is going to experience that. I'm not sure if this is internal, or this could be internal. We have the Eight of Cups. You move from the 8 to the 9, which is really good. And you move from this Nine of Swords energy to the King of Cups. And so there is a lot of emotional growth happening for you right now. Spiritual growth as well, I think. The Eight of Cups is you walking away from anything. This could be emotional things that are disruptive to you. Anything that just doesn't serve your highest good, you're walking away from it, whether it's external or internal. I'm feeling a lot of internal stuff here. You're choosing to move towards happiness. And I think along the way, there's going to be a struggle to let go of those things. If this is bad habits, bad emotional connections, some people emotionally eat when they're sad or depressed. There could be a struggle within you to fix these bad habits. But I do think you're going to be victorious here, because you have it right there. You have it right there. You have victory here for sure. But I think you're learning a lot about yourself through this struggle. That's what I'm feeling here. I feel like this is an internal struggle to let go of these things sometimes. But you get there. You get there. You find your inner happiness here with the Nine of Cups. You provide that for yourself. That's part of that bringing love into the situation. And when you do that, you get to decide who you get to share these cups with. Your emotion is being very selective about the company you keep, because that's what this card, the Three of Cups, is. The people around you, your community, who you're socializing with. This is being with like-minded people who raise you up, and that's who you're going to be giving your attention to, not this, not chaos, confusion. You're moving away from that, and that's really good. You're getting a lot of inner strength in the next 6 months is what I'm seeing. That's what this reading is telling me. So we have achievement. There we go. Look, win the award, accolade, or contract. Wow, you have contract twice here. Wow. So I don't know if this is a soul contract, or if this is something that you are getting out there in the world as far as work or something like that. But hey, you're winning it. This is a winning reading. You're winning internally, you're winning externally. We have world. Be open to new possibilities in all areas of your life. My pug is the sheriff around these parts, and he's telling the kitties to settle down. So we have this World card, which makes me feel you're completing something, right? Pin. There we go. New job or career. You're getting it. You're getting it. Apple. Temptation will test you. I'm feeling that here, right here. There's a struggle going on here. Leaving temptations behind, things that are not good for you. Basket. Recognition or reward for merit. Wow, Virgo. When you overcome whatever this temptation is, whatever this struggle is, I think inside, you really come into a really great place of being. This is coming in pretty quickly. I see a lot of success here in the next 6 months, a lot of inner strength, but I get the feeling you might have to go abroad. You might have to do some travel with this new job or career. It might take you away from some type of comfort zone. Okay? That's what I'm seeing for your next 6 months. Please like, share, and subscribe. We're really trying to grow this channel. I want it to be as big as it can possibly be. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.